Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, good people? It's your main man, H. Cortez here, the one and only financial health mentor, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur. Do me a favor, if you like this content, go ahead and hit the share button. Check out the website, financialhealthmentor.com. I just want to help those in the direct sales, network marketing, MLM, home-based business industry. I'm an advocate for the industry. I absolutely love it. I think it's the best thing for working class people to really be a part of if they want to build generational wealth. So do me a favor, as you're jumping on, I always ask you to drop the name of your business or brand that you're building, because I believe you should be branding yourself, but also drop the name of the company that you're representing today if you're in the network marketing space, or if you've ever tried a network marketing company before. What companies have you tried? What company are you in? And let's talk about how to properly leverage them to build generational wealth for your family. And let's see if I can get my screen done. There we go. So that way I can see your comments. Vanzia, I see you. Good morning. Angela Jones, good morning. All right, is it afternoon? It is actually afternoon. I normally do these right before lunchtime, but today I'm after lunchtime. So drop the name of your business and or the MLM that you love the most, the one that you're a part of. And we're going to talk about how to properly leverage your network marketing company, your direct sales, your MLM, your home-based business for the purpose of building wealth. This is important, y'all, because not everybody is going to be able to take one of these businesses and become a super producer overnight, right? In fact, most people never become that super producer. However, you can leverage your business into building generational wealth. And we're going to talk about that. And I'm going to show you some examples of a Schedule C that you'll be able to see exactly what I mean and why I think this is having a home-based business of any kind. Doesn't have to be a direct sales business. If you make jewelry, that's great. Make sure that you're leveraging that. If you bake cookies, if you are a personal trainer, real estate, life insurance, the type of business doesn't matter as much as understanding this particular strategy. So let me see, we have a few people on. I know Vanzia does paparazzi and is building, and the name of her company is Build More LLC. And I love that you're building your own brand. Giovanni is in the building, Body by Bazelle. I know she has some health and nutrition products that go along with her personal training business. Anybody else, drop the name of your MLM or direct sales company. I'm going to talk about how you should be leveraging your home-based business to build wealth as you're learning, as you're growing, as you're morphing into a super producer where you're making a ton of money in sales, a ton of money with recruiting. Before you even get to that point, just having the business is a blessing. And we're going to talk about why in a minute here. So for those of you who do not know me, my name is H. Cortez, also known as the Financial Health Mentor. I got to get a couple of disclaimers out of the way early. I am not a tax professional or a financial advisor or planner or anything like that. I'm in a network marketing company myself, and I build a brand as a financial educator, and I distribute products for a financial education company by the name of my Iconz. And I learned these strategies from this company, but these strategies absolutely work for any network marketing business, any business that you're going to run from your home. You need to be applying these strategies. So what I'm going to show you is 3 different examples of an individual who works a job and has no business, an individual that has a home-based business but has a loss in business, and then an individual that has a business where they made a significant amount of profits in business, and the implications of what taxes would be like. Drelane says total life changes. Welcome to the broadcast. And if this is your first time checking me out, go ahead and drop first time in the chat as well. I like to know who's hanging out with me for the first time ever. So I'm going to go into a screen share. And for those of you who follow me, then you already know where we're going with this. One of the best and greatest tools for building wealth in the entire world is the United States tax code. You have to have a business to access the tax code. What's up, Randy? And when you have a business and you're accessing the tax code, one of the best forms of savings when it comes to money is tax savings. So we're going to talk about how having a home-based business can save you a ton of money in taxes and how you can leverage that to build multi-generational wealth. Welcome, Geraldine. This is the first time. Do me a favor. Anybody who shares this video, I always give away a free vacation for anybody who shares this content, because I really want people in this industry to do well. And I incentivize people for sharing these strategies so people will get to know what they have their hands on when they have a home-based business. A lot of times people in this industry get discouraged because they don't make a ton of money right out of the gate. They don't recruit a ton of people right out of the gate, and they get discouraged. But I'm going to show you why you don't have to get discouraged. I'm going to give you some strategies that will help you absolutely afford your auto ship, some strategies that will help you build wealth, get out of debt, while you're learning what it takes to actually run a business. Robin, first time, what is the name of your brand, Robin, or the name of the company that you're representing today if you're in a direct sales company? And then don't forget, if you share the video, let me know, and then I will send you the link that you need to go and redeem your free vacation. So let me get into screen share really quickly. And I had to get my disclaimer out because I'm going to talk taxes a little bit, but I'm not a tax professional. You guys need to see your own tax professional to verify and validate what I'm saying to you. But we know that when you have a business, you are allowed to write off certain things as it relates to the growing of your business. David, what's going on? Let me know the name of the company that you are representing there, David, as well. And welcome, being a first timer, guys. Hit the share button, y'all. People in the industry will need this education so that they can maintain and continue to grow in their businesses. So what this simple form represents, and I saw a good friend of mine, Jesus Hawthorne, when I was sharing a platform with him down in Texas, he shared with me how this actually works, and I thought it was a great training, so I thought I'd bring it out and share it with you guys today. And I love to give credit to where credit is due. Most of the things that you see me do are not original. I just love to put it out there to the masses. So what you're looking at is this video. This sheet simply shows you what an average family making $75,000 per year and how having a business will affect them versus not having a business. So in the first column, you'll see a job with no home-based business. So this person has a job. They make $75,000 on their job. They do not have any business income because they don't have a business. They don't have any business deductions. They don't have a net business income, and they don't have any tax-deductible investments. Would you guys agree? Bernadette, welcome to the show. Said this is your first time as well. Would you guys agree that this is typical American, right? No business, no tax-deductible income, no tax-deductible investments. Therefore, out of the $75,000 that they make, they gross $75,000. Their standard deduction. Now, I will admit that this is a little outdated because we know that this particular couple was a married couple with a single child. So the standard deduction in this case, in today's deal, would be $24,000 for a married couple with kids. But we're going to leave it at $12,600, and I think you're going to get what I'm saying nevertheless. And then they have exemptions for, at this time, the exemptions were $4,000 per person. So it was 3 people in the family. So that was $12,000 in exemptions. Well, when you subtract the $12,000 in standard deduction and the $12,000 in exemptions, you would get $50,000 as the taxable income, right? And then basically at a 25% tax rate, this person or this family would be responsible for $12,600 in taxes, right? So that's how much taxes this person would pay. Now, watch this. We have the same family, and we're going to put them in a home-based business, whether it's direct sales, whether they're selling cookies out of their kitchen, whether they're retailing clothes that they buy wholesale. It doesn't really matter the type of business. What matters is that they have a business that they operate from their home. And yes, network marketing and direct sales do qualify for all of these tax write-offs. So again, they made $75,000. They actually reported that they had made $5,000 in their business. They had $20,000 in tax deductions, so that made a net business income of minus $15,000, right? So they actually spent more money running their business than their business actually made. So they have a negative business income of minus $15,000. Now, here's what's cool, and here's why you have to get a solid financial education. They made $5,000 in their business, but what they did with it is they put it into a tax-deductible investment. So now that is also able to be written off for them. So basically, now you're looking at their adjusted gross income is, instead of $75,000, it is $55,000. Now, when you subtract the $12,000 standard deduction, when you subtract the $12,006 standard deduction, you subtract the $12,000 in exemptions. Now your taxable income is $30,400. Same 25% tax rate. This person pays $7,600 in taxes, and that's a savings of $5,000. Just having the business and understanding this basic financial education just saved this person $5,000 in taxes that they would otherwise pay. But get this, don't lose sight of this. They also have $5,000 in an investment that they wouldn't have if they didn't have the home-based business. So as you can see, having a business, you can leverage this to build wealth. And I'm going to show you what all this means in a second. So just hang in there. One more example, and then we'll be done. Now, this person, same family, they made $75,000 in business, $75,000 on their job. Their business income was $40,000, right? Now they got business income of $40,000. Watch this. Because of all of the tax write-offs, they paid their children to work in their business. They wrote off the miles that they drove. They wrote off the airline tickets when they flew to conferences and things of that nature. They wrote off any marketing and advertising budget that they had. They wrote off any meals that they had while they were 100 miles away from home. So all of those tax write-offs equal $20,000. So what is their net business income? It is $20,000 remaining. Watch this. What did they do with their $20,000 in business income? They too were smart enough to put it in a tax-deductible investment. Why is that significant? Because they have $75,000 is their gross income, right? Because remember, if they didn't put this money in a tax-deductible investment, their gross income will be $95,000. But because they have a financial education, they look at their business as a tool and not just a way to make money, but also a way to save money. They took the $20,000, put it in a tax-deductible investment. Now their gross income is $75,000. They have $12,600 in deductions. You have to subtract that from the $75,000. You have to subtract the $12,000 in exemptions. And now their taxable income or their adjusted income is $50,400. Now that's significant, guys, because they made $40,000 in their business, a $20,000 profit, and they still paid the same amount of taxes as the person who did not have a home-based business at all. I hope if you're watching this today and you're in one of the companies that I listed, you're in a home-based business, whether it's network marketing, whether you're an affiliate marketing with Amazon, you got a Shopify store, you sell things on eBay, it doesn't matter. I hope you understand the tax implications and benefits of having a home-based business. Now watch this. Let's show what this does in summary. Person number one had no home-based business. They're going to pay that $12,600 in taxes every year, and that's just it. What about person number two? It says the employee made the same amount of income on their job, plus an additional $5,000 in their home-based business. The business provided the employee with $20,000 in tax deductions. By investing $5,000 in a tax-deductible plan, he got an additional $5,000 tax deduction, which made total deductions $25,000. The employee's taxable income is only $30,400. Taxes owed at 25% is $7,600. The employee ended up with $5,000 more in their hand and $5,000 in his investment account. That's a total cash flow of $10,000. If the associate repeated the process annually with no improvements and invested half of his new annual cash flow of $5,000 at 8% rate of return, it will grow to $76,000 in 10 years, $245,000 in 20 years, and $621,000 in 30 years. This is what we're talking about, leveraging your home-based business to build wealth. Now, I love capitalism. I'm not going to say don't go out there and try to build the hugest team that you possibly can. I'm not going to say don't go out there and sell as many products as you can for your company and become a top producer. What I'm going to say is while you're learning how to do all of those things, make certain that you're taking advantage of the tax write-offs that you're allotted because you are an official business owner. And don't let anybody tell you, I don't care if it's the folks at H&R Block, I don't care if you have your own personal accountant, don't let anybody tell you that you cannot write off your home-based business expenses, right? So last but not least, let's look at the third employee. The employee made the same amount of income on his job and an additional $40,000 in his home-based business. The business provided the employee $20,000 in tax deductions. They invested $20,000 in a tax-deductible plan and got an additional $20,000 in deductions, which made the total tax deductions $40,000. The employee's taxable income is only $50,400. Taxes paid on that is $12,600. The employee ended up with $20,000 more in hand and $20,000 in an investment account. That's a $40,000 per year tax-free cash flow. If the associate repeated the process annually with no improvements and invested half of that $40,000 cash flow, which is $20,000 or roughly $1,600 a month at 8% rate of return, that will grow to $305,000 in 10 years, $982,000 in 20 years, and $2.5 million in 30 years. Now, this begs the question, if I am a top producer in my network marketing business, in my home-based business, and I'm making thousands of dollars per month, doesn't it make sense that you take some of that money and put it in a tax-deductible retirement or investment account? Now, again, I'm not an accountant, I'm not a CPA, I'm not a financial advisor or a planner, so I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I'm just saying, if you're in a position where you're making $10,000 a month, you're making $5,000 a month from your home-based business, you're making $1,000 a month, doesn't it just make sense to put some of that money in some sort of tax-deductible retirement plan and have that money growing for you so that you can build multi-generational wealth. Guys, I hope you see the value in this. I hope you were kind enough to do me a favor and go ahead and share this video with your downline, with your team, with your organization. Share it on your timeline. You know, if you know people who are in the network marketing, home-based business space, they need to know this information, guys, and that's why I'm doing this video today. So if you got value out of it, please give me a thumbs up and go ahead and hit the share button. And then also, if you have already shared it, let me know so I can get you the link that you need to go to redeem your free vacation. 12 different destinations for you to choose from. Again, I'm an advocate of this industry, man. I want to see everybody win, because the more people we see winning in network marketing and home-based business, we can start removing the stigma that home-based business is bad. We can remove the stigma that home-based business is some sort of scam, and it's not. The people who are working a job and don't have a home-based business, they're losing tens of thousands of dollars every single year because they're not writing off their miles, they're not writing off their travel, they're not paying their children to work in their business, which they can pay their child up to $12,000 per year per child and write that off of their income. They're not writing off travel, they're not writing off their cell phones, their a portion of their rent. Guys, don't let this be you. Do your own research, of course, but this is why guys like Grant Cardone said he always had a network marketing affiliation, because it saved him in taxes. This is why guys like Robert Kiyosaki and even President Trump wrote a book together called The Business of the 21st Century, because they want you to know that these sorts of businesses are allowing people to save tons of money. If you drive Uber part-time, that's a home-based business. You should be paying your child to keep your Uber vehicle clean so you can write that stuff off, guys. So wanted to share this, put some value out there on behalf of this industry, because I absolutely love it. It's a blessing to me and my family. I have time freedom. I'm working on my financial freedom as I continue to educate and grow my team, my business. Hopefully you'll do the same and share this video with anybody that you think that will get a blessing from it. I'm H. Cortez, financialhealthmentor.com. Until I talk to y'all next time, get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it. Each and every one of you. Now hustle up.